Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Tower of Doom stream, week 2, day 3. So, a few things we're going to be doing today. The main one will be more Tower of Doom, and I figured since it is the Tower of Doom, we see how far we can still keep going with Doom. It is a team that we're probably going to have to switch out to. By probably, I mean like this stream we'll probably have to switch out of it. But since we haven't lost a single time with it yet, keyword on yet, we're about to probably this stream. But I figured we see how far we can actually go just using a pure Doomskull team with the weapon. Because this is one of the few Dooms where we can actually go pure Doom team. Brown is the only time we're ever going to be able to do that because no other color has enough options. So I figured thematically, it technically still works best. But we'll go and probably change out of it today into like Dragon's Eye or some kind of other team similar to that. But for now, I want to see how far we can get with it. We might actually be able to go all the way if we get lucky enough. But anyways, let's go. And we have the pet today too. It's nothing too special, which is why I didn't really bother doing a video on it or anything. It's only for a Urskia bonus. Urskia bonus is extremely irrelevant, but still, we need to go get the pet and everything. But yeah, they need to add some good bonuses already. There's still so many types that could potentially get like really high stats if they ever actually added troops for them. There's still at least like 10-20 types and probably kingdoms too that are all missing. So they still got a ways to go with adding more pets. But anyways, we have that. We also have the rest of Delves. We're almost at the end of it. 2 more days should get it. We are exactly at 2,000 right now, which is nice. But we have to go do another 3 with these. And as long as we only lose 1 between today and tomorrow, we will be done with... oh, no. Wait, never mind. Let's see. 460, 470, 480. Oh, yeah, never mind. I was right the first time. As long as we only lose 1 between today and tomorrow, we'll have it done on Thursday. Otherwise, we'll have it done on Friday. Either or, it's fine. Anyways, there we go. Let's go do all that. Also, we have quite a bit of shards that I saved from yesterday that I didn't bother using. We did most of that on stream, or actually, I believe we did almost all of that off stream, the event of yesterday. But let's go and actually use some of that. I believe we need to go do 2 factions in particular. We have to go finish out Hall of Guardians as well as Sea of Sorrows. I'm actually going to do Sea of Sorrows first just because Hall of Guardians only needs 1, so worst comes to worst. We can simply just use a orb on it. But this, we need all 3 of them. The Legend isn't upgraded. Basically, I think everything except the Epic from this kingdom I still need to get maxed. So might as well throw all these here. And soon we'll... Hey, another one, the Legend, nice. And soon we'll be to the point where we won't even need to spend shards on factions. We'll basically just have a surplus of them that we'll be able to use simply for whenever new factions roll around. But anyways, let's go to Tower of Doom already. With the little rose pet and see what we need to go do. Let's see, where's the current list? Here's the current list. Looks like we go all the way to 25. I don't think we're actually going to get that deep, though. No way we're doing it that far today. Let's see, we're in 17, right? That's battle number 4. So let's go take it. Fight. Oh, yeah, this was the bullet team that I was kind of slightly concerned about last time. Obviously, it didn't change. Biggest concern with this team is 4 stone skins. We are doing Doomskull damage, so it might not matter as much. And we can also keep throwing the Doomed Weapon, and that will do some AoE to them that won't be mitigated. But that is going to be super tanky. That's extremely anti-skull spam. That's one of the reasons they even have that. It also disorients your team so that you can't have a really solid organization on your skull spam team. This team basically is just for countering out skull spam teams, even though it counters out a lot of other teams too. And apparently we're going to lose on the very first battle. Good job. I was hoping we could still go a little bit further with it. But, oh no, we've gone this far with it. You never know. Should be able to. Biggest issue here is we're not going to have alignment once we get him to full mana, which is not good. So we get that, but we won't be able to use it. So what's the point of even having it? Yeah, there's nothing we can do with it. So we'll just take the green, which we don't actually use. There's 2 skulls here, which is really bad because if none of that's an extra turn, we are in trouble. None of that is an extra turn. Oh, no. There's still one way to do this safely. Well, actually, I guess there's technically 2 ways. We could take this one or we could take this one. This one is a little bit safer, so we'll do it that way. Nope, not safe enough. He's going to kill us right there. Only 1 kill, though. It's still plenty of space to win. If it would actually give us alignment, that is. So we'll have to take this skull. We no longer have explosions, which might not necessarily be a bad thing, because that can disorient the board sometimes when we don't want it to. Unfortunately, sometimes we need it disoriented, and then we won't have it anymore. So he's going to double brown. As much as I want that blue, the safer move here is probably just to deny him a brown, just so he doesn't double them too badly. So he'll do that. He still manages to get full mana. Luckily, Hero has immune to Devour, so that's not going to have any chance of devouring. Also, there wasn't even 13 plus brown, I don't think, so it couldn't, because it needs that condition anyways. So again, we're stuck with a board that we cannot use, and we don't have the blue that we needed from earlier either. So we're just going to have to waste our turn here. I guess we'll just deny another brown. That'll also give us barrier, so I guess technically we're using it. That still leaves us with no option. Okay, we'll take a green for now. Nice little extra turn there. Come on, all this mess, and we can't use any of it. Doesn't look like it. It's really just coming down to Glaceon's cast for the most part, as far as where we can actually use it. Yeah, once we lose, we will be switching out the team. Did you realize they switched the Mythic yet? What, the next Mythic that's supposed to be coming out this Friday? Did they? I don't recall that. I know it was going to be originally the one that boosts based on all the red and everything. Did they change it to something else? They even previewed it as that. But we'll see on Friday then. Because the next one should be that AoE thing that boosts based on red and all that. And the other one, the next one in January, should be the Goblin Devouring thing. The Goblin Mythic. It's not going to be a super annoying Goblin Mythic, but it's still going to be a pretty annoying Goblin Mythic. It's not like the Goblin Mythic that you would think of in that it would just be the most overpowered thing ever and it would just be always used. It's more like a very situational one, at least. So that's kind of nice that they didn't make it just the best thing ever. But anyways, hello! I didn't even say hellos yet. Hello, William. Hello, Captain. Hello, Haley. Hello, Nelson. Hello, Steve. Hello, how do you say that name? Herman Person? Oh, it's 2 words. That's probably why. Hello, Antonio. Hello, Gustavo. Hello, James. Hello, Brian. Hello, Jesse. Hello, Questor. Hello, Danny. Hello, Squidgy. Hello, Lexia. Hello, Zeddicus. Hello, The Kirill. Hello, Medieval. Hello, Deltris. Hello, Chad. Hello, Big D. Hello, Nick. Hello, Brian. And hello, everyone else. Let's see. Did I miss any questions in there? Answered that. Do I have space in my guild? Yes. Are you still interested? And can you do the requirements? I believe we still have 1 space or 2 spaces. I didn't actually check yet, but I'll do that right after this battle. Let's see. Oh, they're making the Goblin Mythic for this Friday. Oh. Okay, that's interesting. She didn't preview that at all. But, yeah, that was supposed to be the first Mythic of next year. Apparently, it's going to be this Friday. That's actually pretty good, then, because the previous Mythic was complete trash. So, nice that we have a different one coming in instead. Hopefully one that's actually somewhat useful. But if it's the Goblin one, it's going to be at least slightly useful. I don't know how much it's really going to be used for, but it's going to be used some. Okay, so far, this board has just been awful. It does not want to give us a single thing, ever. There we go. No! Right when we almost had it, he's like, nope, nothing for you. Okay, Glaceon, finally. Go do a thing. There you go. We have Hero in first slot, too. Worst comes to worst, we could just keep tanking indefinitely forever. So that's the game plan. Do that. Okay. We might actually still come back from this. It's not over yet. It will be soon. Let's see. We'll get that. That's so far so good on the comeback. Do the AoE so we get some damage on them through their stone skin. Do either of these two have alignment? Please. Move that over. No, but it still looks worth it. Oh, yes, we do. Never mind. We have on Glaceon. So we'll do that. It should give us a Blood Hammer somewheres. No, but we have that, which is just as good. I can't believe we're still getting away with 0 def Doom Skull spam. I wasn't actually expecting it to make it anywhere this far, which is the only reason why I'm still doing it. I'm just really curious how far it'll go, since this is the only week we'll ever be able to do a 4 times Doom Skull. I guess technically first slot isn't actually Doom Skull, but he kind of functions like it because he gets 2 explosions every time he takes a skull, which is kind of like Doom Skulls. If nothing else, he gets to explode them. Anyways, yellow team next. Nothing on that team's too intimidating, though I say that, and that Mana Core is probably going to destroy us. That, or he's going to get a random yellow into a Death Mark that kills us. That's another big issue. Brown does not have a good cleanse. Diviner is the best thing you're going to do, and it's only a 1 in 3 chance. So we don't really have much to deal with Death Mark, unfortunately. So I have to be really careful when the enemy takes whatever color is associated with it. Or we have to win before it becomes a threat. Oh, excuse me. Oh, where'd that come from? I did just eat before I started, though. Anyways, let's keep going. They changed it due to copyright? I didn't even realize that. You're using Mang, 2x Cockatrice, and Keeper of Souls? Interesting. Yeah, anything Cockatrice is going to be insanely good for this event. I went over a bunch of them on Monday, but if you need low-budget teams, or even just anything in general for running this event, just running and spamming Cockatrice, not necessarily even two, but just even have just one is enough to do most of what you would need to do. It has Entangle, it has Mana Drain, and it has Brown Accumulation. That's essentially everything you would ever need to cover. Plus it has a +1 for its color, so you don't even need to waste your banner, which is nice. It already has the +1 attached to it. When Cockatrice ended up getting a buff about 2 years ago, they really buffed it. Like, at one point, Cockatrice was like a complete dead content troop. Now it's one of the most useful brown utilities, as well as yellow utilities, but more so brown, in the entire game, despite it only being a rare. There's actually a lot of really low rarity stuff that makes for good utilities. Because the big issue that Mythics normally have is they're all high impact, or at least they're supposed to be high impact, but in doing so, only low rarity really gets all those really good utilities. Alright, and that should be dead. Let's throw that down. And there we go. Yeah, I didn't get to see the Monday stream because I was actually out all night. I did double check like the 4.2 stuff, but I didn't bother watching the entire stream, which is probably why I didn't notice it. Figures they would go over all the fun stuff when I'm not around. But anyways, let's go into this. This should be fine. I'm doing the right room, right? I'm always paranoid that I'll do the wrong room. I have never accidentally clicked the wrong room. I've done two things nicely. I've never accidentally done the wrong color on a Guild War day, and I've never accidentally clicked on a wrong room when we already had it scouted. I'm pretty sure I will eventually, but I haven't yet. So let's keep that up. It's eventually going to happen when I'm not paying attention. But I always like double, triple check too many times for that to happen yet. Okay, we got a Valraven in play that we obviously want to not lose against, though we haven't lost yet, so let's keep that up. It's going to happen soon, though. We're just going to get a really bad board and have nothing to do with what we have. It's only a matter of time. Okay, so we got a good skull spam little area in there. Nice. So I guess we throw this just because it's we get a little bit of AoE into it, and it's already guaranteed. This, I wish had alignment right now. It looks like it should, but it doesn't. Yeah, I think we just move it over to the left, the extra turn. Oh, it exploded my skull. I could have gotten there. Oh, well. What do we have? What do we have? Probably the yellow, then the brown. Or the brown, then the yellow. Doesn't even matter which way order we do it. I guess we take that first. Double check if we have anything. Doesn't look like it. Do it again. Nice. We have it right there. Nice. We can just use Glaceon, and then we should be able to follow up with Bloodhammer, hopefully. No, we cannot. Yeah, none of the three have alignment, so we'll move that. Luckily, there's a turn right there, and then it gives us Glaceon in a couple different locations. Bloodhammer still somehow does not have anything. Though we could just do this again and get all of our mana back, or most of our mana back. And once again, we're in the same exact situation where we have nothing that we can actually move. We could just throw this weapon down. It'll most likely kill first slot. Problem is he's going to get a lot of damage back at us, but I don't know, it's only going to be like one skull maybe. Should be fine. Oh, and we just extra turn it. Don't even need to worry about it. Good. We'll take the purple for skull there. Might as well. Take all the brown mess. And we should have something, and we do. Let's throw the Glaceon. That better be a Bloodhammer. I don't think we got a single Bloodhammer this entire battle, and we already won by the time we got it. It doesn't help that the first slot does deny the color, but I don't know. We accumulate enough of it off of Glaceon that it normally doesn't get in the way. Okay, do we need to change anything for this? No. It's the same normal battle as always. Oh, sorry. Wasn't someone wanting to get into the guild? Sorry about that. Who was that? Squidgy, do you still want to get in? Sorry, you mentioned that, and then I kind of got distracted a little bit with other things. If you still want to get into the guild, yeah, there it is. I'll go get you in right after this battle. Sorry about that. Okay, we'll go and skull spam with this. Oh, I forgot. He has 25% reflect, but I believe if we get in rage, that is correct, right? If we get in rage, he doesn't hit us back, I don't believe. I'm almost certain that's the case. Yeah, we don't take damage if we hit him with enrage. That's nice. Problem, though, I just got rid of my Glaceon alignment by doing that. Fail. Whoops, I should have just Glaceon'd there. Let's see. I need him to cast. I don't have alignment for it now. I'll take this skull and see what happens. Okay, it's fine. He's not dead yet. Nothing to move. I guess we just take a yellow and wait to see what happens. Actually, Brown Surge might be a little bit better. And again, they're both about the same. No, they're not, because I don't believe we have a +1 yellow, but we do have a +1 brown for sure. So let's take this one. Just in case we don't surge, because knowing how luck goes, it probably wouldn't have. So here would be a Glaceon cast, but we don't have it, so let's do this instead. That's about to die. Oh, it better not die off of 1 HP. I believe it only reflects up to how much it has. Otherwise, he's dead. No, but if nothing else, we could probably ideally kill it with this extra turn. If this extra turn hits a single skull, it'll kill him. Though the problem with this is I get rid of my Glaceon alignment if I do that. Though we should still have his alignment, so it won't matter. That's exactly what we needed. Nice. And, yeah, I guess we cast this just to have more skulls on the board. And also for Enrage, why not? And then Glaceon, and then we should be fine from here. Doom Skulls teams, what even? Do you guys remember when Doom Skulls were first released? How ridiculously broken they were? They still kind of are, but not as badly as they were. But it's still pretty funny when they can get away with stuff like this. Problem though, this board is awful and we don't have anywhere to cast. Every single one looks like a move we should not do. And obviously we don't want to take that green. I guess our safest move at this point is just to take this yellow. We'll do that. Luckily that doesn't give him anything. Hopefully that gives us something though. And it doesn't look like it. Oh yes we do, we have the skulls right there. So we'll grab that, hit another Enrage. Not like it's really doing much. We only really need it to ignore traits, but they don't really have any relevant traits there. Alignment, where are you? I might still just cast it, I'm not sure. This needs to have full mana. Might just pass the turn. He's going to do something dumb anyways. And it's very unlikely we give him a skull over here. So let's probably pass our turn for now. Unfortunately, he passed his turn efficiently as well. And we still have nowhere is good to move. This brown looks like the safest, so let's take that brown up. Looks fine. That should be alignment for us, enough to kill him too, so we'll go to this. That's another problem too. I keep casting him too much. We need to try casting him a little bit less. Because we need to keep those blues on the board when we can. And do a combo like this, like Glaceon back to Bloodhammer. Oh, I wish this was aligned right now. It's not. Actually, nothing's aligned. We have the extra turn there. Blue's not even there, though. So we'll move that for now. That gives us absolutely nothing. I kind of just want to use Bloodhammer, though, because it's going to explode almost the entire board. It's basically just going to give us a brand new board. And it will kill him. The problem is, it's... Oh, you know what? What am I doing? This is a Doom battle. I can throw this weapon. We get 5 extra Doom Skulls. We could risk it right now. I guess we'll do that. Ooh, I don't think we got it. But we did do a lot of damage. So he'll die because we didn't actually get an extra turn there. So, a pretty substantial amount of damage, at least. This also won't kill. Actually, you know what? Let's take that down. There's that. There we go. That's matched. Glaceon into anything. There we go. Too bad Glaceon doesn't gain attack every single time the enemy takes a skull. It only does so when it's right up front. The Doom weapon will create extra. Yeah, I keep forgetting that. If you're up against a Doom, the Doomed weapon will do 5 additional Doom Skulls. But anyways, let me go and get Squidgy into the guild before I forget like a billion times. Oops. Why did my disc thing come out? Let me put that back in. Accidentally hit the thing on the side that does the disc. Also, does anything even really use those anymore? Other than maybe like DVDs and stuff. I can't even remember the last time I've used a disc. Actually, I do. I believe it was for the movie Inside Out. Someone got it for me for my birthday. I already saw it prior, but I still liked rewatching it. Let me see. Let me get your invite code thingy. Also, while we're doing this, let me go hand out an actual redeem code too, before I forget. I always keep doing it at like the end of stream because I keep forgetting to do it earlier. But anyways, let me get you into the guild. And if anyone else is still interested, we still have 1 spot left, so just let me know. Our guild requirements are 1 million gold, 300 trophies, or basically just 1 million gold and being able to 1 million gold, being level 1000 plus, and being able to do good in Guild Wars raids, invasions, and all that in endgame. If you can do that, you are welcome. It's not like a super ultra hardcore, but it's definitely towards like the top 1% of guilds. But anyways, we're basically like a casual hardcore guild. I guess is basically what you could consider it. Anyways, let's go and invite you. Invite. But we get all the events done for everything. We get a decent amount of legendary tasks and all that. Did I send the invite? I didn't even read the text. Yeah, I sent the invite. You're welcome now. So just go double check the thing. There we go. Anyways, let me go and hand out a redeem code before I forget. So let's go mark it, make sure it works, and post it in the chat. So we'll put that there, copy, paste, save, so we know we used it. Put all that mess right there. And just need to get the other one. There we go. Okay. Paste that there, copy the whole thing. Why is it not pasting? There we go. Copy. And there you guys go. There's the redeem code. Use it on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section. Your invite code can be found underneath your settings menu. The redeem code is right over there in chat as well as above. You can just copy paste it or type it out. And it's used at the same location, gemsofwar.com, underneath game code section, or simply click the link in the description. And always gives the same reward: 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, and 2,500 gold. And there you guys go. Anyways, let's continue with Dooms until we fail. But so far it's been going so well. Where are we as far as in the guild? As well as overall rankings, I guess. We only need every person doing about 25, I believe it is, in order to get all rewards done. So we already have some people hitting that point. As far as leaderboard, though, we're all the way in 63rd. But that's not too big a deal, because as long as we get all of the rewards done, that's the only thing that really matters. Like, the difference between top 100, or anything really, everything 50 and below gets 10 gems and 5 dooms. But let's say we make top 20. It doesn't really get much better if we make like 21st. We're only getting 1 extra doom and 15 gems. 15 gems takes 15 minutes to farm or less. And 1 doom is just 1 doom. Like, if you have an Orb of Ascension, that means nothing. Even getting first place for like 25 dooms means very little. With you can just cover most of that with a single Orb of Ascension. But anyways, let's go and continue with it. I don't know why I keep Xing out that menu. I have a big problem with this interface right here, because every single time I click on one of these, I feel like I'm going into a new window. So I feel like I need to click back to go to the previous one, but then it brings you all the way out of it. That's the only thing I really hate about these screens that they do, and they do it for all the events too. Like, I always want to click that back button, thinking like, if I click from here over to, let's say, guild, and now if I want to go back to overview, I'm like, oh, I'll just click the backspace, and it's like, nope. It brings you all the way back to the main map menu. But anyways, let's continue. Where are we at? We are at floor 19, which is number 4. Is the Doom Club worth the gems? Kind of. Out of every single one, I'd probably say Brown's going to be one of the least valuable ones. I'm not sure, mainly because there's already so many good brown weapons. So another good brown weapon isn't really going to make any difference. But I don't know, you can craft it, you can buy it with gems, whichever way you want to go about it. I would say you probably would want to obtain it. I would highly advise, if you can, to get every single doomed weapons, because there is some talk that they might be adding new doomed weapons the second time around. And if they do indeed do that, like completely different doomed weapons the second time around, you're probably going to want to have these things around, especially if they don't re-release them or something. I'm not sure. The way that they do weapons in this game is really, really weird. Because some of them, they're like exclusive, some of them they might repeat, some of them are just like they come out once and then never come out again. There's a lot of really weird things that they do with weapons, and it's something that they still need to address. But at the moment, I would personally say every single weapon you ever see, ideally you'll want to buy immediately, as far as the ones that are available for in-game resources. Ideally, that's what you want to do. Obviously, you might not have the resources to do that. This is probably one of them I would say maybe skip. Though then again, you could almost consider the blue one like that, and now it's like really good for some things. It's basically like a blue Shegra, and I don't know, it's a decent weapon, the brown variant of it. But and they are going to be buffing it next patch or the following patch as well, all the doomed weapons. They're not changing the ability, I don't believe, but they're changing how the perks work so that the perks won't be horrible. I believe they're getting rid of the Crate 1 gem, and they're also getting rid of the 2 explosions on the final one. It's still going to have some kind of mana accumulation on it, but it's not going to have any board control. The only board control is going to be the actual ability itself, so it's not going to interfere. The perks of the ability, or of the weapon, are not going to interfere with the actual weapon. So it's going to start being a lot better soon. Yeah, no problem for the code, everyone. Let's see. I saw a guild minimum level 1000 on Tacet's screen just now. Thought the cap was 100 until the new update. I think mine might be glitched like that. Oh no, wait, did they already release level 1000 guilds? If not, it's probably some kind of glitch with the beta, because I have beta tested, well, all of them. Every single one that they've had available for beta testing, I've played to some degree. So it could have just been a glitch with the fact that I was on the beta version at some point, and then switched over to the main version, and then it kind of still kept it, I guess, maybe, I don't know. Or maybe they did already release level 1000. That might have been one of the things they already did. I don't think they did, though. But who knows? I should completely forget right now. Yeah, I don't believe they released 1000 yet, so that is a little bit weird that it shows 1000. But I'm pretty sure that's just some kind of glitch with the beta. Okay. We'll take a... I don't even know here. Take the brown over. What do we want to throw down? Glaceon's not going to do much. Just take that skull, because I don't really see another option that's going to get as far. He'll hit us. That's almost dead. Luckily, it's not dead yet, and he's just going to keep hitting last slot, so that's fine. What's not fine is this board is pretty awful. I think the best thing to do at this point would just be to take a brown, just so he has a lower chance of actually extra turning. But that's not really going to move us forward at all. It's just going to make sure he does less right now. Okay, so he's frozen on brown as well. I didn't even see that, so that works nicely. We have skulls, so we'll go for skulls. We keep denying out the color thing, but as long as we get alignment on our red right now, it'll be fine. So we could go for like a Glaceon or a doomed weapon right here. Why does it look like neither of them are aligned? It doesn't look like we have either. I might still go for it, though. The biggest issue, though, is we're going to probably lose first slot. I guess it's fine. We'll do that. Oh, there was an extra turn in there. And it also cascaded for 1 billion. But, that's fine. Okay, we'll go and, let's actually get a Blood Hammer here. I feel like he never gets the cast at all. You can get some really nice casts in there. And a smash. Let's see. Did the update go live? No. The update definitely didn't go live. It'd be really obvious in this guild menu if it went live, because they're completely overhauling the guild menu thing. You haven't used a disc in 7 years? That's how I felt a couple weeks ago. I never used a controller for about 8 years until a couple weeks ago when I got the Nintendo Switch. Also, we haven't been doing much with the Nintendo Switch on the channel. I have actually finished through the storyline of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I do want to do some post-game stuff I'll probably stream. I didn't really want to do too much of the storyline stuff because it would mainly just be spoiling the entirety of the story. And I don't know, that's something you should experience firsthand. Because it does have a pretty nice storyline to it. But I'll probably be streaming some post-game stuff. But with Smash right around the corner, that's probably going to be the main focus of anything I do Switch-wise. And I have a few friends I'll be playing with. Probably not on stream, but, you know, just to chill and stuff. You're using Forest Troll, Trickster Shot, Wrath, and Yasmin. Interesting. I'll keep note of that team. Because Forest Troll, Trickster Shot does sound pretty fun. I'm not sure about the Wrath, though. But the rest of that team does sound pretty solid. But yeah, Forest Troll into a good green does seem solid. Because you get Entangle, you get Stone Mitigation, so it doesn't die one shot. And you have all the greens you'll ever need. And also, if you use it with Titan, you obviously start with half mana. I'm just reading through chat some to see if I missed anything. Also, if I missed anything, feel free to leave it in chat as well. Feel free to do so. Are you using the Titan class again? Yes, I'm currently using Titan class. I will be until this Friday. And this Friday, I'll be switching into the new hero class that's being released. The new hero class isn't really anything too special, but I still want to level it. Also, by then, I believe I will be done with Dooms. Far enough that we won't really need to do them anymore by that day. So tomorrow's probably going to be the last day we do Dooms this week. I might do some more on like Saturday or Sunday, but definitely on Friday. Oh, you already killed us. But definitely on Friday will be wow, that's a lot of damage. But on Friday, what even? Anyways, on Friday we'll be doing the new hero class, at least, if nothing else. That and obtaining the mythic, see what we could do with messing around with that. So, what do we do now that we just kind of died a little bit? It's kind of awful. I guess we'll take the skull and get a bunch of purples. Really lucky extra turn right there. I feel very, very, very tempted to throw this down. The only real big issue with it is if we miss, we auto-lose this battle. So I am slightly concerned in that regard to actually cast this. Because it doesn't even take a single 3. But there's a lot of chances where it could extra turn. But because it's too risky, I'm not going to go for it. Like here would be a little bit better value. Because we'd explode this entire section right here. So if nothing else, we'd probably get a Cascade or something, even if we don't extra turn. But it's still a semi-risky board, so I'll wait a turn. There's nothing that's immediately going to hit us too hard. So now we can go for this. So we'll do that. This gets to live for at least one more hit. And by that, I mean it's in one-shot range. It's actually not going to survive at all. Ooh. We got a problem here. A big problem. I should have used Glaceon at the previous one. We're in a board where we can't deny the... Oh, actually, yes, we can, because all those will explode. Never mind, we can just do that. It's not an extra turn, but it does what we need. And apparently we cascade an extra turn off it, so nice. Let's see. Well, apparently we're going to have to keep doing the exact same thing over and over again. We keep getting horrible boards that don't necessarily have alignment, but are good enough that we should probably just cast it. So we'll do that. Worst comes to worst, I guess we could bring out the infinite barrier thing. We'll go through this down. This will ideally give us an area that looks nice to go for. Over there doesn't look too bad. Over there doesn't look too bad. It's no guarantee anywheres, though, but I guess we go for it. Because there's just too much on the board to not go for it. Ooh, okay, that backfired a little bit. Luckily, he did get frozen, and he did not do enough damage. And we do have follow-up. Okay, move all that. Grab that down. Get a nice Bloodhammer. I mean, not Bloodhammer, but get a nice Glaceon in there. This actually has alignment for once. I don't know if I want it, though. I would think we want to go Bloodhammer first. I really wish Bloodhammer hit the weakest. That would be way too overpowered if it did. But I really wish it did. It only technically gets 2 when there's 2 left, because it has to hit the only 2 that are left. But it'd be really nice for cleanup. The problem is he would be too nice if they ended up making that change, which is why he's not like that. But this is a bit of a bad board. We're just going to have to go for the luck off of that, and it looks like we actually get it. Nice. And what's our follow-up from there? Let's move that for now. Take another red thingy. Not much of a follow-up, though. Oh, yeah, we do. Glaceon into Bloodhammer. That's matched. Never mind, we don't even need the Bloodhammer. What is the Infinite Barrier team? Infinite Barrier for what? For this event, or just in general? Infinite Barrier for this event would likely just be Cockatrice into Dragonian Monk. Though then again, even just in general, Infinite Barrier would be that team. It's really good at constantly gaining mana and just going, and it basically has 3 really good things all simultaneously. Mana Drain, to make sure you don't get hit by casts. Entangle, so you don't get hit by skulls. And Barrier, so that if all else fails, you'll have Barrier to keep absorbing damage. But yeah, Cockatrice Dragonian Monk is always one of the better combos for it. And what's nice is you can get away with it on brown and yellow. We haven't had a yellow tower yet, but you can do it for Guild Wars, you can do it for Tower of Doom, you can do it for factions. Like Hall of Guardians has access to it, I believe a few others as well. Yasmin's chosen as a random entangle. Wouldn't it be better to go with a Cockatrice or Sylvain more? It depends on your team. Though more often than not, I would advise Cockatrice and Sylvain more over Yasmin. Yasmin's only particularly good if you're planning on green looping. If you're not planning on green looping, then you're better off with other entangle options. And for a brown week like this, I don't think you're really going to bother with green looping. When they don't nerf Dragon's Eye again, they better not nerf Dragon's Eye again. They might in PvP, but I don't think they would in like raids and delves. They already hit it high enough in that. Ironically, they actually, when they nerfed it for raids and delves, they actually buffed Dragon's Eye for PvP in Guild Wars. Mainly because now troops that would have gone to level 12, or whatever it was, or maybe even level 20, what it was before, like it would just transform into a baby dragon similar to the stats of the enemy. But now it does a half level baby dragon, which is more effective than what it was against players previously. So it's kind of weird because they buffed and nerfed it simultaneously when they changed Dragon's Eye. But yeah, you can still get away with Dragon's Eye and things like Tower of Doom, Delves, all that. It's a lot less effective than it used to be, but it's still good enough that if you don't have other options, it's fine. You just need a really good cleanup troop for it, like Ubestead or something else to really make it work, though. Anyways, what are we looking for? Battle number 4, I believe it is. Or, well, not believe. We get to look right at it. This could be slightly annoying. Shadowhunter can one-shot us at any time it casts. It literally gets one shot per cast, so gotta be careful with that. The rest of the team's pretty tame, though. I say that, and he's probably going to infinitely Shadow Blade me. It actually is possible. Never mind, that's a lot of damage. He can two-shot Blade me. We don't have that many stats yet, either. I think we only found 1 Power Scroll. So our stats aren't really that high. We just have 11 HP, 12 armor, 11 attack, and 9 magic. They're not horrible extra stats. It's just they could definitely be a bit higher. But there's no point in going out of our way for them. It's only worth going for powers. Anything else is not worth it. How many powers did we find so far? Yeah, we only found 1 power this entire time. Oh, no, 2 powers. We found one early and we found one later on. That's why we currently have the stats we do. Anyways, let me double check one last time. Yeah, it's battle number 4. And let's get into that. Yeah, it's a little bit annoying that Dragon's Eye can just immediately take out something from your team. It's the only transform in the game that can be used on an enemy that has a 100% chance. What it hits is random, but its chance is 100%. And it's kind of weird that it's the only option. Like, I could understand if there was a few different options. It just seems kind of weird that Dragon's Eye is just the only one available. Because it makes it so if you do want that mechanic, you basically have to use Dragon's Eye. You don't really have an alternative. I'm trying to think of what on earth I want to do here. I think this purple looks like the best. This purple to the right. We'll do that. So nice to get a brown of it, too. This skull I'll probably take just for the sake of cascading a bunch. Though we could also take this yellow-green into a brown, into a drop, maybe. So we'll do that. And nice little extra turn drop. Exactly what we needed. And we have alignment, and we just won. Or we haven't won yet. But with a start like that, it's a pretty good chance that we will be. Oh, Bloodhammer, why don't you have mana? You're 1 mana short. Your alignment is so perfect right there. Luckily we have this. We'll just go that instead. Problem, though, we don't have any blues now because we just got rid of them all. We'll move that. Still have our little area right there. Get a little bit more blue back on the board. Not enough to actually do anything with, though. We're not against a Doom, so I can't actually use that. Let's go for an Explosion. Let's see. Can you do anything? Doesn't look like it. I believe every option we have does no guarantee. So with that being said, we're probably just better off taking a skull then. No, we lost blood. It's not that big a deal though. What do we need? What do we need? Why does this everything not have alignment? Okay, we'll just take the skull for now, same as the previous turn. There we go. Okay, we'll do this first. Get that hit down. Nice. And right into a Glaceon, right into a Bloodhammer. And a smash. And a little bit extra damage gets to kill it. And down it goes. Do the Fireball and Hero Rhythm Scrolls roll over to the next event? No. Your 2 scrolls, if they're not used up by the end of the event, are lost forever. The only scrolls... Hey, we gained a level. The only scrolls that you ever get to keep are the ones that are underneath this screen. So only the colored ones, these things. If I go under inventory and go under 4 scrolls, these are the only ones that ever roll over. The 6 elements, the blue, the green, the red, the yellow, the purple, and the brown. They're probably going to have more methods in the future to be able to obtain these. But these 6 scrolls are the only ones that ever roll over from week to week. As you can see, we still have the one I scroll from the blue event 1 month ago. But yeah, these are the only ones that ever roll over. Every other scroll that you obtain will not roll over from week to week. And these scrolls are obtained by 2 means. Either spending gems on the Doom event, or every single time you kill out a Doom room, you end up getting 1 of whatever the week's color is. So this week is brown, so we got 1. They did mention they're likely going to be adding another method in the future to obtain them. How that will be, we do not know. But yeah, some kind of other method will be added in the future, most likely. But currently, they're really ridiculously hard to obtain, just because the only way to really do it realistically is spending an absurd amount of gems, or just participating in the event with your free battles. But anyways, let's keep going. Battle number 20, and somehow we still have not lost with Doom Team. I have no clue how. I honestly do not know how we have not lost yet with this team. Haven't lost a Valraven, haven't lost a battle yet. Keyword on yet. It's going to happen very, very soon. Like this battle, we're probably going to lose that Valraven. But we'll see. Okay, I'm actually going to immediately go into blue, because we're up against a pure blue team. Well, almost pure blue. Valraven kind of ruined it. But we do gain 3 mana back per blue on the team, so we're going to get half our mana back every time we cast it. So we started with half mana, and we get to keep half mana every time we cast. Pretty nice. Okay, so right here, nothing to do, so blue is probably our best bet. And, oh, he ruined my alignment. I don't know if I want to go for it now. I think we'll go for the guarantee and then follow up with the thing. So now we also have a guarantee with this. Oh yeah, the Scotchstone skin I have to deal with. That's a little annoying. You know what? Again, I should have threw Glaceon first instead of doing that. I don't know why I keep doing it the other way around. Because at least with this, if we're up against a Doom battle and the board is awful, we could always still cast it with some risk. Whereas Glaceon, we know if the board doesn't have alignment, we know that we can't get anything out of it. But at least with this, like right now, there's no alignment. But we could technically still go with it because it could potentially hit. It wouldn't be a good idea currently, but you can make that decision if you need to at any given point. Whereas you can't with the Glaceon or these other double converts or single converts. I would actually Bloodhammer that if I had it. We could go get it right now, but we're probably going to have to sacrifice a skull here. Oh no, we still get a skull, nice. Okay, so that gives us the mana we need. We throw a Bloodhammer at it. Keep hitting that. Somehow that's not dead yet. The thing has so much HP. Luckily, if we Enrage here, it'll kill. Actually, you know what we could go do here? We'll go do this, because that hits through him with AoE. And there we go, nice. Okay. So what's our follow-up? I guess we have to use this, just because we don't have any other option. Get a nice little bit of damage on it. Bloodhammer, neither of those two have anything, so we'll take the brown for now, take the purple. Basically wait it out until we get a better board. Move that over, that gives us alignment, and he's dead. Oh no! The cascaded explosion failed. He got rid of our thing that we needed. Yeah, well, let's do this. It's a free turn. Gets rid of our brown again, but it hopefully gives us a good board. Get a map. A useless map. Hopefully they have better use in the future. Because they are definitely still pure useless. Now would be a good time to try risking this thing. To try to immediately kill this. Because I don't believe we have anything else for a free turn. So now would be the time to use this. Just double checking. Yeah, it doesn't look like we have anything. So we'll throw that down. Get our extra turn. Kill that out. And that's match. Or should be. Yeah, we just throw this into Bloodhammer. Even if we lose first slot at this point, it doesn't really matter. And let's use this, and that's dead. And it's still our turn after all that. Okay, speaking of weapon upgrades, let me go upgrade the most recent weapon a little bit more, the brown weapon that we ended up getting. I never ended up upgrading it. We did it to some, but I didn't do it up to 6. I think we have it at like 5 right now or something. I don't want to get it much further than that, just because it gets a little bit weaker as we do. Let's just do it by rarity. And I'll bring up the page right here. And yeah, let's get it upgraded to 6. Hey, that's as far as we can even get it anyways. We'd still need another scroll to go any further, which we'll have in a second. But yeah, it's not really worth going any further because crate 1 brown gem is awful. It's actually going to make this weapon weaker, not stronger. And also this will make it weaker, exploding 2 random browns, so there's no way we're reaching that. I do have to say, this does have a dust storm on it. I don't recall the first weapon having a storm to its color. That's actually really, really good. That the weapon has a storm for its own color. It's what makes Mountain Crusher so insanely good. Well, actually, there's a lot of factors that make Mountain Crusher really good. The main one being that's the lowest mana cost mass explosion in the game, but also because it storms itself, which is nice. And it's even what it explodes too, so it has really good synergy. But yeah, any weapon that ever gets a storm for itself, especially when it has board control of some kind, is pretty nice. And this one does. Though, unfortunately, you have to get this useless crate 1 brown if you want to get this, so not really worth it. Also, theoretically, since you're doing skull spam with this weapon, I guess a brown storm might not necessarily be good, because you'd want more skulls on the board, not more brown. And this would also overwrite if you had a doom storm currently active or anything like that. Like, actually, you know what? Maybe that is a bad thing as well, because imagine if the weapon that we're using right now in Tower had a storm on it. It would overwrite our Doomstorm with a Blue Storm instead. Luckily, it doesn't have that, but that would actually be really bad. Because the Doomstorm we need way more than we would need a... the Doomstorm we need a lot more than a Blue Storm. But anyways, room number 3. Let's go to that. We got another Heroism coming up soon. I don't know if I actually want to go for it, though. Level 24 rooms, they start getting pretty hard. But I don't know, I guess another Heroism would be fine. We're actually going to have 2 Heroisms then. Which we'll be able to go do some of the later ones if we just want to go and just pass by it, which we'll do more towards the end. Probably on like Saturday or Sunday if we haven't finished them yet. Though I'm pretty sure the guild would already be done by then. But anyways, what battle was it again? 3 into 3. Yeah, let's go get. Let's do at least one more, I guess. And then we'll end it there. Or not end it there, but you know, go do other stuff. We still need to go do delves, and then we need to go do the pet, which won't really take that long, but still need to go do it. Would you go for something to add attack to the first slot, or what would you design? If I was to modify this team, I don't know, it doesn't really need any modifications. The only modification you might do is replacing something that has a better convert. I feel like the one that needs to be replaced the most out of this team is Raph. But, oh no, Raph is one of those troops I absolutely hate, but he's really good in some situations, and this is one of those very few situations. He's really good with Doomskull troops. And he's really good at winning absurdly hard if you do not get hit. The biggest issue is the second you lose your turn when doing a skull spam team, he's dead. He is basically instantly dead. But if you can actually keep the advantage the entire battle, he can win very, very hard. But he can also lose very, very hard. So he's just one of those really, really inconsistent ones, unfortunately. Yep, stream went down for a second. We're back now. I'll take that down. I'm so tempted to take a blue, but it's just going to backfire, so no. Brown... I guess we take a brown and then convert into a bunch of browns. So we'll do that. Take this. Get all the mana we need. Get a... there's a couple ways we could do this. I think we throw Glaceon first. Bloodhammer would be amazing right now. Bloodhammer, get mana! How are you not full mana? We have a problem here. We have 2 different skulls and have no way of working around that. We don't have a Doom, so we can't get extra off of that. None of these have an extra turn. None of them are going to explode a adequate area. Wait, does this not have alignment either? Nope, not even that. So I guess our way here is just take this Doom Skull and hope something good happens. Nope. And he's already dead in 1 shot. Rip. Okay. We can actually lose this one. Might be the first one we finally lose. I think our best bet here, even though we have mana for everything, is just to waste our turn. Seems to be the way to go. Luckily, we still keep that in rage, so the very first hit we do will hit hard. Let's take this for now. That does not give us anything, though. It is partially worth going for this, just because we get a Cascade there. But the chance of that Cascade actually doing what we needed to do, like dropping a skull, is very unlikely, so we're probably not going to risk everything just for that. Bloodhammer also doesn't do anything. I think just taking a brown so he doesn't get any good value off of it's probably our best bet here. We'll do that. He's still got a lot of value. Don't kill it! No! Don't lose the Bloodhammer! Okay, I think we finally lost. So apparently 21 is as far as we can go using this exact same team this entire time. Anything further than that? Nope, dead. Okay, we'll take that. Both of these do the exact same amount of nothing. He's about to kill Bloodhammer, which is unfortunate, but I can't stop it. We could go for some kind of gigantic cascade and just hope we get lucky, so let's start doing that. Nope. Oh, there goes Bloodhammer. That's one really good utility down. And we're in a bit of a dilemma now. This is going to be a really strange battle. Okay, we got alignment. We don't really need blues, though. Well, I guess we kind of do. We need the blues in the sense that we need them for this weapon to get back to full mana. So, like, right here, we can go accumulate a little bit of mana for him. I guess we kind of still need blues. Okay, there's two different skulls. Neither will actually kill us, though, and he's frozen like crazy right now, so that's nice. Let's poke us. I guess we just take this lower skull. He's gonna get a summon. It's gonna be annoying, but we can't stop it. It creates a bunch of color that we don't need. Luckily, Glaceon is ever so barely alive, mainly because his summon has, like, no stats at all. Wow, we actually have follow-up there. That's insane. Very nice. And a double kill. So we're right back to where we were. So we can take a blue to brown. I don't believe we have any plus into blue, though. So this isn't full mana. Even if we surged, we would have been one short. We'll take this for the brown right there. Glaceon we have, but can't use. So we'll just take the skull. We'll take that up. I feel like throwing this down right now. Just to make sure he doesn't get that summon. But then again, his summon's pretty bad. He's creating a color he doesn't even really need. I don't know. I'm still tempted. We get blue there. We get blue there. We get a skull there. And we get to watch what on earth happens with the board after the fact. That just seems a bit too risky, though. But the problem is he's probably going to deny one of our very useful colors if I don't do that. So I think we're going to risk it. Okay, I think it was worth it. Oh, it was definitely worth it. We landed extra turn. We just won. There we go. That's match. And, yeah, we can take the skull. And he's already dead. Plus, let's throw our turn. That was a really bad battle, but we still won. Doesn't matter how many die, as long as we get it completed. And this will be the last delve of the day. I mean, tower. Yeah, I wish we had the capability to disable certain traits and perks. Like, even if you fully traded something, like being able to disable certain ones in certain situations. Because there are certain situations where you wouldn't necessarily want something. I understand not having that capability to do it mid-battle, but they should at least have it so you could set a troop to, oh! Okay, we might need to go think of plan B now. I forgot. I forgot how ridiculously strong Spirit Fox is in this game mode. It basically one-shots you immediately into a bunch of other one-shots. Well, we finally lost! It only took finally seeing a one-shot Spirit Fox to lose. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that happened quite a bit. That's the whole reason why we switched to Yasmin team in the first place last time around. Because Spirit Fox and Astral Spirit on these final battles are by far the two most annoying things that they have ever done. Because they have enough damage that they will always one-shot you, unless you HP buff, which basically forces you to have to HP buff. And there's also no way to drain a Spirit Fox. Even if you use a Empowered Drainer, it has Stealthy, so you can't get it. There's nothing that does an AoE Empowered Drain, so he will always be able to one-shot you at the beginning of battle, unless you can HP buff immediately. Yep, completely forgot about that, so that's going to be an issue. So that's not necessarily Doomskull team's fault. That's more so a Spirit Fox and Astral Spirit do way too much damage immediately in this game mode fault, if nothing else. So yeah, we lose. I guess we throw Bloodhammer now and just hope we get lucky. That, or you know what? He's about to get rid of every brown on the board. I think we take a brown here and then wait till he does that and then try doing something. So we'll do that. He'll get rid of all the browns. And now we cast. We could theoretically still win. We still have a Bloodhammer Glaceon combo. That combo can win any battle if we get lucky enough. Problem is, we're probably not going to get lucky enough, but never know. Do we have a drop for that? No, we do not. We do have Bloodhammer, though, so we'll go for that. That'd be so funny if we actually win it. No! We would have won if you didn't do that. No. We had this. It was going so good until he got a Dryad summon. Oh no, is there any other way this battle wants to troll me before we end it? Let's see. I think we lost because of that Dryad. He'd basically be dead on Spirit Fox right now if he didn't get that Dryad. But so far, so good with this board. Wow. Really lucky board so far. I don't think it's going to be enough for us to actually win, but it sure is trying. But yeah, we actually would have won if he didn't get that Dryad summon there. He'd be dead Spirit Fox right now. The biggest issue here is, even though we're almost kind of winning right now, all he needs to do is Spirit Fox one more time and we lose. That's basically all he has to do. Is just look at us with Spirit Fox and it's like, boom, dead. You know, if he didn't get that Dryad, we would have won that battle. Spirit Fox would have been dead, meaning he wouldn't have been able to get that one shot. I think we might still try Doom Skull spam some, just because that shouldn't have happened. But I do need to go make sure we switch into a Pry team or something for the Spirit Fox. That is way too annoying to not deliberately counter, so that's unfortunate. But yeah, we'll worry about that more later. That's a bit annoying. The instant kill Spirit Fox for the lose. But oh well. Anyways, let's go do the pet real quick, and then let's go do, I guess, dungeons too. And then we'll go do some of the high-level dungeons. Because, or not dungeons, I keep saying everything in the wrong thing. Do some high-level delves, because we still need to go do 450, 460, and 470, assuming we actually get wins on them all. And then we'll be able to finish it tomorrow or the following day, depending on how our battles go. We should be able to finish out the delve. And then we don't need to worry about them again until, I think, late December, I believe, is next delve. I should forget off the top of my head. But, yeah, we'll have it done until then. Or way before then. Infernus teams without other mythics? Gorgolfa, Infernus, Alchemist, something tends to be pretty good. Or really any mana generator that feeds into either of them. You can run Alchemist, Moneylender, Infernus, anything. You can run a Divine team still. Divine Protector, Divine Protector, Diviner, Infernus, and Divine Ishbala. And a few other teams like that. Mountain Crusher into the Infernus. Just any team around that will work. Can I show a Yasmin team for the boss? For which boss? The one that we're currently up against? Why would we use it against that? It's a pure green team, so we wouldn't want to use green spam against green. Also, there isn't any value in having that team entangled. The biggest threat of the one that we're currently up against is the Spirit Fox strain, more so than anything. Entangle is not really going to do anything for us. That's the only time you really bring Yasmin out, is when you deliberately need that Entangle. And there's really only 2 locations I would say you ever need it. Well, really only 1. Well, 2. Green Guild War Day and Delves. Particularly Hall of Guardian Delves, but also just Delves in general, are the only 2 locations I would say you would need it. There might be some coloration of Tower of Doom where you might need it. For example, Green Day, or, you know, Green Tower of Doom week. Like, something like that you'd probably need Yasmin for. But, I don't know, on a brown week, I don't really feel like you need it. It would just be too clunky to build around, and wouldn't really give you the value you'd need. Okay, there we go. Now let's go get the pets, and then let's go and do some delves. Let's see, where are we in delves? Yeah, we're at 460 right now. We'll just go use that battle, keep it there. But let's go get the pet real quick. So this, of course, was the pet that got released today. Didn't do a video on it, but it's pretty much just like any other pets. We've covered enough teams video in the past, I assume most people know, but if you need any suggestions for it, let me know. Generally, early game, if you need some kind of team for this, one of the cheapest you can build around is Cockatrice into a Devour, or Gluttony spam. Basically, Gluttony spam, like 2 Gluttonies with like a bunch of support stuff, or like Dragonian Monk and stuff, or Cockatrice, Cockatrice, Bullet, a support troop like Apothecary and Dragonian Monk, something like that also is a really solid low team that can get through every single pet battle. It might take several attempts, but it can get through every single battle, regardless of what your stats are. You just have to keep going until you get a Devour. Otherwise, I just use what I always use, key teams. You can also use divine teams or really anything. In late game, you can get away with just about anything. These are relatively easy battles for late game. So much gold. I'm really surprised they haven't actually nerfed the gold meta. Why was the code so early today? Because I keep doing it so late that I felt like doing it early, so I wouldn't forget. Otherwise, I would be handing it out like right now. But I handed it out a lot earlier today. Okay, let's see. Also, my sleep schedule is going to be very, very weird the next few days. I just realized. Because I'm probably going to sleep all day tomorrow, wake up around 6 p.m., and then stay up till like 6 a.m. the following day. Is probably what I'm going to be doing. Mainly because there's two reasons for that. One is because we have a ridiculously high amount of things to go to do in Gems of War. But the other reason is Smash is being released, and I do want to stream that and other stuff with it. We're going to be doing it super casually at first, though. And maybe always. But, I don't know. I'm definitely, like, excessively overly hyped for it. And I figured if I'm going to be playing it anyways, I might as well be streaming it. Stuff I do with friends I won't be streaming, most likely. But, you know, it's just, at least initially, I do want to get it. Let's see. You have a question. Is it worth spending your 8,000 diamonds for 2 more Fairish Raws for souls? You already have 1. It's worth crafting a second. I would not say it's worth crafting a third. Yes, Smash Ultimate's coming out this Friday. It's probably one of the most anticipated games for the Switch other than Breath of the Wild. Other than like Breath of the Wild or Mario Odyssey, it's probably the most anticipated game for the console. And I've been a big fan of the series. Been playing it since the very first one, since N64. I haven't played a Smash game in like 7 years currently, but I used to play it a lot. Mainly because I quit console gaming for a while and went completely into PC gaming for the longest time. Are we about to lose this battle fail? But slowly switching back into console. Or at least Nintendo anyways. Oh, why did I not use gold to do that? But yeah, I would say just get 1 Fairish Raw, not 2. The biggest thing with Fairish Raw is Fairish Raw double. I mean, what's the team? Well, I can't even remember right now. Dragon Soul double Fairish Raw, and then either Umberwolf or Hero using Purple Storm as Necromancer. Both of those two, or either of those two, they're basically the same thing, is the strongest soul farming team in the entire game, to my understanding. A third Fairish Raw is actually not used in the best soul farming team in the game. You could theoretically get away with it, and the meta might shift in the future where it is better. But from my testing, it's basically the exact same to do 2 Fairish Raws compared to 3 Fairish Raws, due to how much better the Purple Storm and everything helps. So, as far as resources per hour. So there really isn't much a need to have a third Fairish Raw. It makes very little impact to your total amount of souls, to the point where I'm not even sure if it is better than 2. I've never gotten a big enough data test to ever know for sure, but they're basically the exact same. to my understanding, if you based it on like a average hourly rate. And also, there's no point ever having 4, obviously. 4 is, I got a 4th one just for fun. I did actually craft a 4 Fairs Raw, but I only did so because I wanted to, just for fun. There was no actual realistic reason to do it. I just wanted to see how many souls we could have and make a thumbnail out of it. Okay, we'll go do that for the key down. Why is everything getting their revive today? Every single one. I guess you're gonna get it too. Oh, never mind. We didn't have enough damage. That might help. Oh, sure. I can go show the team. Excuse me. Sure, I can go do the team with 2 fairs. Excuse me. Why am I burping so much? Haven't even had soda or anything. Oh, come on. The second I don't luck, it does exactly what I said it would do. Anyways, there we go. Okay, let's go and, oh wait, one more battle. And then let's go do a Fairs Raw soul farming team real quick. I'll do it with a Wolf though, instead of Hero, just so I don't have to switch out. Normally you do it with Wolf. It's actually technically better to do it with Necromancer, but the caveat to that is you have to be using Necromancer. So if you don't end up having Necromancer set, you would have to either go waste 50 gems or do, you know, or you'd have to not have Titan for everything else. So generally people just use Wolf for it. Though it is technically slightly better to use Necromancer. So it makes very little difference. Only 23,000 souls to go. Very nice. Until Dawnbringer, I assume. That's pretty much already there. That's like 1 hour or less, depending on what team you're using. Like even be a half an hour, depending on what team you're using. Let's just key that down, and that's pretty much match. Also, one really nice thing to do too is soul farming when there's a gnome event is really, really good resources. It's obviously a bit slower than how you would normally kill gnomes, but it's still insanely high resources that you end up accumulating while you're soul farming. Anyways, what am I doing? Let me go and upgrade the pet. I don't know why I'm looking at that screen to try to upgrade the pet. Well, let's go get an upgrade. I think we're only getting 5 gems, though we are pretty close to getting an orb. But I don't believe this is for the orb. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? What am I looking for? I'm looking for pets, upgradable. And no, this is for an orb. Nice. Okay. Well, maybe it'll be a blue. Come on, Snowman. Give us our Christmas present of a blue orb. Let's see it. It's only a small blue, but hopefully it'll be a blue. Let's see, what do we have? We have a Christmas present. See, now every single orb is going to be blue for the holidays. Hopefully. Could you imagine if they did that? Like 1 month where they deliberately made every single orb a Orb of Ascension. They would never do that ever. It would completely break the economy of the game. But that'd be the funniest thing ever. That needs to happen. But anyways, that's that. What was the other thing we need to go do? Dungeons. But before we do, let me go do a soul farming team real quick. Yeah, the pet is pretty useless. There's no teams to really show with it. It's just Urskea. Urskea is used. Pure Urskea is used for literally nothing. It's a really clunky kingdom to bother building a pure team out of. You would barely ever even use 2 from that kingdom. You'd barely even use anything from that kingdom. Very occasionally, you may use King Mikhail, but generally things like Wrath or Gorgotha are better. There's so many good brown-yellows out there. And other than that, I don't know, what else is really in there? There's not much that's of value. Anyways, let me go do soul farming. I personally do first challenge Divinian Fields. You put it up high enough so that you can one-shot everything. I believe Warlord 2 still allows them to hit it with skulls. So let me go do that. Oh, wait, never mind. You need to do it so you can... What am I doing? Challenges. First challenge. I believe Warlord 1? I forget. You have to set it to the highest that you can double Dragon Soul. Or triple Dragon Soul. Yeah, it's Warlord 3 is what it is. So we'll do that. Let's go and overwrite one of our teams. I have too many teams. Let's go get rid of Brown Guard. So let's rename this team to Soul Farm. I never soul farm anymore, which is why I don't, by default, have a soul farm team set. That's not what I need. Given that we have like 3 million, there's not really much of a need to. They could add like 3 more mythic weapons and it would barely even dent us. We can disenchant for like 4 million souls as well if we ever needed to. Though I'm pretty sure I would never actually want to, but we could if we needed. Dragon Soul. And then we just need either heroes set as Purple Storm into Necromancer or a Umbra Wolf, which is generally the way you go. And then we just do this with a Dragon Soul banner. And that's that. Okay. And we just go into this battle, set it to Warlord 4, and you just spam Dragon Soul to Dragon Soul and then win. That's basically all you do. You don't even bother casting anything else. You just go immediately for his mana, which we don't even have. Also, if you play it with 3 Fairish Ras, you play it somewhat similarly, but you do it on the highest difficulty that you can one-shot them with skulls, is what you end up doing with it. It's a little bit of a slower start because we had a really bad board, but let's go for Dragon Soul here, and ideally it's just Dragon Soul to Dragon Soul. Also, if you happen to get a Fairish Ra up after your Dragon Soul or at some point, you can use that to refeed your Dragon Soul if he doesn't currently have full mana, and then you just wipe it with 3 hits. Let's see. Oh, we don't have good alignment here, except for a poke. Also, one nice thing when using a Necromancer is you can actually go with a Warlord 1 difficulty and do it with double cast. But yeah, there's a couple different ways that you can do it. So there's Warlord 1 difficulty with double cast Dragon Soul when you're using the hero class to get extra souls. You can do Warlord 2 and do triple Dragon Soul cast, so you get max souls even if you cast 0 Fairish Ras. And then there's the 3 Fairish Ra method, where you go 3 Fairish Ras and a Dragon Soul up front. Okay. Oh, you can also do 3 Fairish Ras Valkyrie. Forgot about that. Some people don't like doing that because you have to think of where you need to go on the Valkyrie, which wastes time. But it's still pretty good if you can get the Valkyrie cast quickly. The problem is getting the Valkyrie cast quickly. But yeah, this is more like what it normally does. Oh, except we were normally supposed to get a 3rd cast. It's not supposed to kill it with random skulls. But yeah, that's basically how soul farming goes, and you just repeat that forever until you have all the souls you need. It's a little bit repetitive, but that's basically how it goes. Luckily, we don't ever need to do it again with how many souls we have, unless they add something that requires like 5 million souls. Even then, if we disenchant, I think we'll have almost 8 million total souls. Definitely 7 million. Yeah, we'd have... Oh, no, a little bit less than 7 million. We'd have just shy under 7 million if we were to disenchant everything. But anyways, let's go to Delves. I mean, yeah, Delves. I actually said them correctly for once. So let's go to this. We might lose a couple of them. This has a really annoying first battle. First battle is going to be the hardest. First and last. First because of double reflect, and last because, well, it just has more stats. Makes sense that the last one would be a little bit harder. Also, I think we're finally at the point where the last battle will not die to 1,000 damage. Which seems weird, but that is the case, that it would not die to 1,000. Even if we get max attack, we would need an enrage or something else, which we don't currently have set. Or something else to poke out the last little bit of damage. Okay, what do I want here? I guess we got rid of the greens. Take all the browns. Get a keeper here if we can. It looks like we can get it on purple. Oh, I forgot to get another Mang. That's not too big a deal, though. We'll throw that down. He'll hit us. But now he doesn't have his traits, so that's nice. We'll move that. Oh, I could have taken a skull. Oh, luckily we still got one. Nice. We'll take another one. And no. Okay, good. For a second, I thought that killed. Luckily, it's not enough damage. And that's a match. Is it worth disenchanting all your extra troops? Yes, if you need the souls. There's really no point in holding on to everything. I just do because I like collecting them, and I have enough souls that I can. But yeah, if you need the souls, you can disenchant. The really big issue with disenchanting, though, which has been the issue since day 1 of this game, well, maybe not necessarily day 1, but the disenchanting system for this game has been exactly the same since the launch of the game. It hasn't changed in 4 years. So the amount of souls that they give and resources just in general for disenchanting is very, very pitiful. Like, it's near 0, the value that you actually get from it. So overall, it's not really worth it, but you have nothing else to use them on once you've gotten them fully ascended, so I guess technically it's worth it. But, I don't know, it's just really, really bad value. I'd rather just collect them. Even though it's kind of pointless to collect them, but you never know. I'm still skeptical when they say they will never add another Ascension above Mythic. Like, they say that now, but give it, like, 3 years, and the Mythic will not be the highest rarity. Well, it technically already isn't. We have Doomed stuff now. But I'm almost guaranteed they will eventually add another Ascension. It might be years upon years down the line, but they're probably going to. That or some kind of better system for disenchanting. I still can't believe they haven't reworked disenchanting. I think because they haven't touched it for so long, they're deliberately not touching it. Which might be their reasoning behind it. Because that'd be a little bit unfair if, like, someone just disenchanted all their stuff to finally go claim those souls, and then, like, 1 week later they go and buff it to be, like, 5 times better. Or something like that. That would be pretty unfortunate. But, I don't know. They do need to rework it to some degree. It is so ridiculously dated. It's one of the most dated things in this entire game is the disenchanting system. It's a lot neater than it was before. Like, that you can just click one button and get it all done and stuff like that. Way back in the day, you had to manually disenchant one troop at a time at one point. It was that slow. And then they eventually made it so you could disenchant all of one copy at a time. And even that was still slow because even at that time, there were still 150, 200 troops in the game. So if you wanted to go and disenchant all of them for your souls, well, you had to click that like 100 times to go get all the souls you wanted. Though soul farming was so slow at that time that it basically was quicker just to disenchant all your stuff than it was to actually go farm souls. But nowadays, you have a billion ways to farm souls. At ridiculously high rates, too. Back when the game first started, your soul rate... there was only a limited amount of souls that you could ever really get. And the soul rate per hour was probably under 1,000. Maybe even less than that. Even like as low as a few hundred per hour at one point. Now it's anywhere from about 15,000 to 60,000 per hour. Which is a lot bigger. Like, not even remotely close in comparison. Actually, what is that by a factor of? It is basically... yeah, it's about 100 times faster now, is how much faster soul farming currently is. Like 20 to 100 times faster than it was when the game first launched. Even higher than that. But somewhere's around there. And the disenchanting system hasn't been updated once since then. Okay, what do we even take here? Well, so far so good. Let me take a brown, just play it safe, I guess. So we have that extra barrier. Get the kill there. Take our skull that we need. And there we go. Oh yeah, I should probably do an updated soul farming video. I never even realized that. I'm pretty sure the most up-to-date soul farming video we have wasn't even when 4 times speed existed. Wasn't that in the in-between area? I believe it was in the in-between area where 2 times speed existed, but not 4 times. I'm pretty sure that was a thing at one point. I forget. Was there actually a slower speed at one point? I'm pretty sure there was. I actually completely forget. Oh no! I gave him that. Ah, okay. That's not too bad, though. Though I don't have an extra turn Apothecary, which would be what we'd want to do right now. So we're going to just have to take a random move. Ideally get Apothecary right here. That's still not extra turn, but I guess we got to go for it. Do it on, like, red or something. That's fine. Get a Mang down so we get ourselves some attack. Can easily reach 1,000 attack, but that's still not enough to kill things. He has 1,020 durability, so a 1,000 attack will not actually kill. Yeah, at this point, we basically just keep accumulating mana until we get another Mang, throw the other Mang down, and then start hitting him slowly. So this would give him a lot of brown. I kind of have to do it, though. Unfortunately, we didn't get off the top. Ideally, we'd have Apothecary here, but don't even have that. We haven't gotten a single good Apothecary all battle yet. We'll take the red for now. He gets an Entangle, not of any relevance, but we'll get rid of all his purples here, just so he doesn't go crazy with them. Get you down because you have 33% reduction. Oh, we got to be really careful. Hero's almost dead, and that 25% Reflect can kill us, of course. We'll take a brown for now and just see where that leaves us. We ended up losing one of these battles because our hero died like right as soon as we killed that, and then this thing soloed us. I think that's happened twice already now. in this delve, where this guy just solos your entire team after you lose your Mang if you run the Mang team. Okay, this board's still awful, so we'll take a red for now. Come on, keeper. Get a lime in already. How do you not have it? Oh, wait, we actually do have it in a really weird way. We can take blue, and then we get the green. There we go. That's not enough to kill, but it gets something done. I still want to take that into the brown there, but he's... Well, you know what? Maybe we can bait him. Maybe he'll take this skull. Oh, no, but then he gets an extra turn up there. Okay, so I guess we take this then. So now we really need a brown. Or we could keep her to the win. The problem with that, though, is... yeah, we still need a brown. I need barrier. Ideally, we need an apothecary in the extra turn right here. And, of course, we don't have it. So the safest move is... There's two moves we could do. We could take this skull up and try for the skull there. But I think the safer move is just to take this to the left so that we don't accidentally hit him with a skull, which would kill our hero, which would not be good. Don't do this, gain our barrier, and now all we have to do is skull him twice. That'll kill that. How are you not dead? Oh, I completely forget how this interacts, and I don't know if I want to find out. Does anyone have 100% confirmation on how skull reflects? We could test this right now, though this would be a really awful way to test it. We could skull spam him right now and see if we live. I'm pretty sure we should mank him, because I think we die if we hit him. Though I'm not 100% certain on that. But I kind of want to see. But, I don't know. Does anyone actually know 100% what would happen if we take a skull right here? I'm pretty sure we die. But I'm not fully certain how it gets calculated. Because it only actually does 9 damage to it, but I believe it still shows the full value, so I don't know if it would actually do it. But anyways, let's just do it safe for now. We could test it in a... Oh! Well, that answers that question. Well, time to find out. Let's see. Only way to find out is to do it now. Though, alternatively, we could also go and use this on brown and then use it. But let's do it for science. Do we die? The answer is yes. Well, now we know. Now we know. Except we might lose the battle for trying to find out. So yeah, do not use skull spam on a 25% reflect. It will kill you. Even if they only have like 9 HP left. But now we know. But yeah, the smarter move to do there would have been use this to get on brown and then done that. But I wanted to see what would happen just to 100% confirm. Just so we know for the future. By deliberately messing up the current time. But it should be fine. I think the best thing to do here is throw this on green, get Apothecary down. And as long as he doesn't get a single cast off, we win. Which I believe we'll be able to stop him from doing. All we have to do is skull spam him one more time. One really nice skull spam should be fine. Problem, we don't have it. We'll go do it on yellow. Wish he was dead already. What do we move? Too many options. That can backfire like crazy. Guess we take a skull to the left here. Oh, that still somehow gives him something. We'll take this over, take it for all the mana so we have another keeper, and he's dead. There we go. Yep, now dead. Now he's dead. And there we go. We still got through it. But now we know for next time, make sure, even if they have no durability left, it still reflects the full amount of whatever your damage was that you did to them. Anyways, let's get these done. 2 more to go. Hopefully we don't fail either of these two. There's that. Really solid start. Lucky. Always nice to see a good lucky starting board. Always makes everything easier. Get a Mang on you, and start cycling around. So for now, we'll take the blue. Grab like an Apothecary somewheres. Actually, before we do, I need to get that to full mana somehow. Let's do it on a purple. Take the green there. All that we'll just leave as is. Double check. Looks fine. Okay, so throw a keeper in there in a moment, but first things first, let's get a Mang on you. Oh! Okay, he didn't kill us yet. He almost did. He came really close. He was thinking about it. Definitely thinking about it. Okay, so we'll do this on green. Now we'll do it on nothing. There's no safe move for it. So let's take a green. So now we take it on yellow, then Apothecary. Good, we did not get double skull, and now we won instead. Hello, Solts. Welcome. I've been doing pretty good. Yeah, a more than mythic basically is a Zoogoth. I'm actually surprised they didn't do that with him. Make him a rarity above mythic. Make it so you can only get one copy of him and start doing stuff like that. Because he basically is beyond mythic with how hard he is to obtain. As far as how hard things are to obtain, I would say Zoogoth is the only true non-mythic in the game right now. Though it's not actually of that category. They will be adding some in the future, to some degree. I believe the biggest thing they're going to be adding it to is Delves. It's something they talked about in the past, and they've kind of hinted at in most recent times, but they didn't like definitively say it's going to be, hey, it's going to come in through Delves. But it's almost guaranteed going to come in through high total Delve renown. They're probably going to start adding troops way, way into the future into that. Things that you can only ever get one copy of that are going to be above Mythic. Like insanely, insanely strong, like 3-4 color troops or something. Oh, so that'd be interesting if they had 4 color troops. That hasn't been a thing. We only have 1, 2, 3, and 6 currently. Nothing in between. So no 4s and no 5s. I highly doubt they would ever add a 5, but I don't know. 4 could still be on the table if they added like a rarity above Mythic. What do we need here? We'll go get a Mang. I guess let's do it on you. Okay, so Keeper does give us something now, because he gives us the exact blues we need for that, so perfect. Grab that, grab that. Get rid of all this mess so we get another Keeper. Should be able to get that on something. Let's move that for now, though. What do we have? Purple, brown. All of it's so bad. I guess we'll Apothecary it. That should give us something. We don't need the mana, but it gives us a new board that we could use. And let's win off of that. Why wait 6 months or more to obtain him? A Zoogoth? For completionist's sake. Also because he's eventually going to be needed for Karkaroth upgrading for extra resources on tributes and stuff. Also, I don't think it's confirmed yet if there's going to be a mythic coming in for Karkaroth prior to 10 stars. There is a possibility that 10 stars for a short duration of time will require a Zoogoth for that kingdom. They are planning on adding another mythic, so you don't have to have Zoogoth for 10-star Karkaroth. But I don't think it's been confirmed yet if it's going to be coming before 10 stars actually possible. Because if it doesn't, then for a short duration of time, you can only 10-star Karkaroth by having a Zoogoth at some point. Possibly. We'll find out more about that once it actually starts getting towards that time. I don't think we have a Karkaroth event for a while. We just had one like 2 or 3 months ago. And because how many kingdoms there are, they're like 7 months apart or something. Some kind of absurd amount of time. Which is one of the other reasons why they stopped adding kingdoms too. Could you imagine if they still kept adding kingdoms? We'd have like 3 more kingdoms than we currently have right now. Is about how many kingdoms we'd have. Cinemirage was the most recent one they added several months ago. What was that, like 4 months now? 5 months? I don't remember at this point. It's been so long. I've kind of gotten used to not having kingdoms coming anymore, though. Mainly because Delves basically are the new kingdoms. So it still feels like we're getting kingdoms, they're just not actually new kingdoms. Okay, we got a problem here. This board is the problem. Oh, why'd I do? No, 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 no. Luckily that didn't kill. It probably should have. Let's see. Take a brown safely for now. Don't you dare. Okay, we're fine. Let's take this brown, get all of the mana we need from that, and dead. We just killed off of brown right there. What's the best setup for Tower of Doom? Right now, you're using Gargoltha, Glaceon, Diviner, and Doomed Blade. That's kind of what we're using right now. What you're using sounds quite fine. It has everything you need. It has a tank, has explosions, has cleanse, has all that. I'm basically using the very absurd high-risk version of that team currently. I'm using Wrath, Glaceon, the blue Doomed Weapon, and Bloodhammer. So basically 4 Skull Spammers all doing their thing. 3 of which are Doom Skull ones, and one of them explodes the Doom Skulls. Well, they do sometimes change the dates of things. Anything that far ahead, I never set in stone. Let's see. So we actually have to take the skull because we don't have a brown yet, which is actually really dangerous because that brings us into one-shot range the entire time, starting out. Ooh, that's a little unfortunate that that's not full mana. I'm going to have to take a brown here just for safety. We'll take a green here so we can get Apothecary to go get it right back up. What do we do about that? I guess we throw we throw Apothecary right now. So we need that barrier. We'll do that. He'll go hit our barrier. That's fine. We'll take another brown afterwards. So we'll do that. Get our attack. He'll hit us. Luckily, he doesn't double hit. We'll let him have a skull here in a way that hopefully won't give him an extra turn. Let's do that. No! Okay, good. It didn't kill, though. Now we throw our second Mang and go from there. So we'll do that. Hopefully his thing stays down. Even if it doesn't, we have enough attack. Kill him out. And should be fine here. Do we get rid of browns? That seems like a really bad idea. So for now, let's just take a skull. Kill that out. Take a brown. And then skull spam him off a purple or something. We'll do that. Luckily, that didn't entangle our hero. That would have been really annoying. Oh! Why? I hate when it does that. The reason that killed us is because it did multiple instances of skulls, and barrier only protects against 1 instance of damage. And because we took multiple skulls at once, it killed us. Why is that a thing? Oh, I hate that so much. That's always been a thing, but still, why? But yeah, barrier only blocks 1 instances of damage, and we did like 2 or 3. So it only blocked against 1. Well then, it's not an instant lose, but we probably lost now. We'll take that down. Oh good, it just cleanses immediately to go take this if we want. I'm going to take this instead though. We'll get that converted. I need that to reach full mana. Yellow Surge or Purple Surge are the 2 best ways at this point. Neither are available though. Don't even have Skull Alignment either. Green's kind of in the way, so I can't even use that to get it to full mana. I guess we'll take the yellow there. So I need to go barrier so we don't die. I kind of want to create green, but it could backfire. But I feel like we need it more than anything right about now. Nice, okay. We can work with that. Take our yellow. We got it on yellows. I mean green, so let's deny all the greens. Get several skulls on him. That didn't really do too much, though. Do we have an Apothecary and all that? No, we do not. I can set up for an Apothecary, but we don't immediately have... Oh, no, we do. Get rid of yellow. Do that. Take the purple. Get all the mana back up. Keeper of Souls, like brown or something here. Not necessarily a color I want to get rid of, but I guess it'll work in this situation. So we'll do that. Take the other skull. Keep taking all the things. Brown. Yeah, why not? We'll probably do it on blue as our cast. Or even just go for another keeper. Nice. I don't want to get rid of purple. Let's see, what are your converts again? Red to purple and yellow to skulls. So yellow would be a great color to get rid of, actually. And then just make sure he doesn't have alignment on the purple, so he feeds us a bunch of purple. Trying to maximize as many skulls as we possibly can. Oh no, I don't have alignment on the... Oh yes I do, never mind. Barely though. So we can get rid of his yellow here. That's enough to keep her again. Starting to run out of options. I guess we do it on green. Do this on brown to get keeper back up. Problem is that'll be the end of our turn though. That should be fine. Oh, it missed. It missed. Didn't even give us that much mana either. We'll move that over. And he's about to get a summon. We lost if we don't win right now. We have to win before he casts. So we have to think this out very carefully what we want to do right now. Looks like brown's our only option though. No, we do have purple. Which one do we want more, brown or purple? I guess we deny purple. Oh, did we just win? We won! Barely! There we go. If he would have gotten that summon, we would have lost because he just keeps getting gigantic tanks that we can't actually kill. But there we go. Nice. That was a lot harder than it needed to be. Anyways, let's just do one last one. 480. Only 3 more to go. This one and the other two. 480, 490, and then the very annoying perfect 500. So it's relatively easy with this team to make a 500. We just have to be careful with not losing Mang like we just did. Yeah, we did the Dooms earlier at the beginning of the stream. If you go check back on it. And we'll be doing more tomorrow. But tomorrow is probably the last day we're doing Dooms this week. We might do one other day of it. But I believe after that they will be done with it. And there's really not much of a point in doing post all rewards in like going any further after you've gotten all rewards in the event. Because I don't know, there just really isn't much of a point. For how bad the leaderboard is, unless you're making top 10 guilds, there's no point in trying to go any further with it. So right now I'm just going to take a skull just so we can set up better for killing these things. So throw a Mang there. Take another skull. Now we one-shot all of them. Gotta be very careful that those don't kill us again. What do we need? I guess we take an Apothecary onto like blue or something. Another Mang could work on that, though I don't really feel like we need it. Best bet here would be extra turn skull to skull, but there's not even that. I guess we could take a non-extra turn skull. Let's do it on blue or something. That's like a safe, quick skull poke on him. And just do that. There we go. That was a really lucky skull right there, but that's why we took it that way. There's a small chance, but that small chance is still a chance. Hello, Carlo. Hello, Motown. Welcome, welcome. What are all the skills that you might be missing? I can show the full breakdown after this battle. But there's having every kingdom at level 10, having kingdom at 5 stars, having kingdom at 10 stars, the extra stats that you get from completing all tasks in your guild, and that's basically it. And faction renown. Faction renown can give a few as well. I believe there's currently 2 HP and 1 armor off of faction renown, or something like that. But yeah, those are all the things that can give you extra stats. Other than that, there's a few other select ones, like team bonus can give you various stats, and having higher pets can give you slightly more. Certain events have more, like Delves, Guild Wars, stuff like that could potentially have more. Ascension, of course, makes it go a little bit higher, as well as leveling it. But leveling's pretty easy. It's more so the Ascension that's the hard part. And that's about it. And maybe certain stats effects, like Blessing and stuff, but that makes a very, very small difference. So we'll go for another Mang here. If there's a Skull Poke, I would go for it, but it's not currently available. Let's go for a second Mang, do it on something with a lot of armor, so we have a little bit more attack. I'm pretty sure that won't make any real big difference, but oh well. Might as well. What's our follow-up here? I don't think we have any really good cast with this. Doing it on red or something would be kind of a fail, especially since we don't actually need any more Mang. I guess since blue's more populated, we just do it on blue. Doesn't actually give us anything, but it was worth a shot. Okay. So we'll take another blue, go through Apothecary. That'll give us basically everything we need to get rolling. First things first, though. Let's actually go and give him a... Oh! No, that's not too bad. Never mind. But yeah, I know for sure that this is a not extra turn. That I knew. But what I didn't see is I didn't realize I was giving him a skull. I didn't want to do that. Because now we're in one-shot range, and that's not good. We could just randomly die. Nothing has reflect, so we just keep skull spamming him. Every skull gets a kill. And every kill we need to win. Do we have alignment anywhere? Show me the alignment. I know we have it somewhere. Come on. There we go. Skull to skull. Yeah, a majority of the stats, if my stats are higher than yours, I'm pretty sure like 80% of the stats I have higher than yours because of kingdom upgrades. Like all the kingdoms over here, the 5 stars, the 10 stars, the level 10s. Well, the level 10's pretty easy to do. 5-star, 10 stars is a little bit harder. 10 star in particular. But, yeah, here's the full breakdown of them. Let me see. Troops menu. And go under the... Oh, no. The dreaded troop menu that takes a year to load. Also, I ran out of water. Need another water. Okay, anyways. What was I showing? Bonuses. But here are all of our bonuses that we currently have. 16 from kingdoms. Those are combinations of 10... Or, yeah, 16 attack, 10 magic, 25 HP, and 22 armor. This is all from kingdoms. So, part of this is level 10 all kingdoms. Part of this is level 5 stars all kingdoms. And some of this is 10 star all kingdoms. So that's where all that is coming from. This is from completing out all guild tasks. You get 3 attack, 2 magic, 8 HP, 8 armor. The attacks from red, the purples magic, and so on and so forth. And you can currently get 1 HP and 1 armor from delves. And starting next delve, that will be 2 HP and 1 armor. And that's just going to keep increasing in time. Every single 2 delves is basically going to increase the total amount of stats that are within the game by 1. Assuming you can actually complete that far into delves. Because you need 4,000. Each one is about 4,000 away from each other. Or at least they have been so far. So if they keep up that theme, every 2 delves will be enough to get a extra stat, basically. And yeah, that's where all the stats are coming from. And everything else is just like team bonuses and ascension and other small stuff like that. Alright, let's go finish out this last delve. I think we're on, what, the 3rd room right now? Yeah, 3rd room. 2 more to go. Okay, we have barriers, so we can throw the Mang down. Go to that. He'll try to stun us, but we have immune, so he doesn't do anything. Do down green to get our recast, and throw down something important. We have free skull, we'll take it, why not? That skull we won't, because we already have barrier. We'll just throw another Mang, do it on him because he's annoying. And that's match. We'll just throw Apothecary on something of relevance. That's not too relevant, but if nothing else, I need to get a good board with a keeper here, so we'll do that. And then just re-skull him. Skull number 1, skull number 2. And that was going to be pretty easy to get one more. So just try taking it right there or something. No, 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 no. Why didn't he go for the other skull? He could have just won right there. Good job, dumb AI. AI coming through and being our friend. It's always funny when the AI does stuff like that. Or maybe I was seeing a skull that wasn't actually there. I'm pretty sure he could have taken a skull there. I would need to look at the replay. But I'm pretty sure he had a skull option, but doubled instead. So he'll poke us. That's actually good because he gets stunned out of it. Problem though, I don't have my mana. I really want to take that blue, but there's a small chance he gets a skull out of it, so I'm just taking a brown to play it safe. Throw a Mang at him so we can one-shot him if we find a skull. Oh, there's the skull. That didn't take long. And take that for Apothecary. Didn't surge, so we don't have full mana. Gotta keep waiting it out. Throw it down again. Go from there. What do we have? What do we have? Guess we do this on blue. Throw a Mang at you. And keep going from there. That board's fine. Gotta be really careful we don't accidentally kill ourselves on this Thorn again. Like we have like a billion times now. I think the last 3 or 4 delves we've managed to kill ourselves every single time on this thing. We still managed to win like almost every one of them. But still managed to die each time. So, what can we do here? Does that skull kill us? We're doing 1,000 damage, which means we're doing 250 damage to ourselves, which means yes. But do we really have another option? Is the question. Yes, we could take this purple all the way to the right. No! That's even worse. Because now that one's not dead. We just lost.
It's nice to have someone who can think outside the box instantaneously to find a good solution. Thanks for the content and help.
Oh, thank you so much for the donation. Actually, I can't even see the message right now because I don't even have the thing up. Also, did the notification even go on screen? That's another thing I need to go do. Thanks for reminding me too and giving that message. Because I still been meaning to integrate everything into YouTube. Like, stop doing Patreon. Well, not stop doing Patreon. I'll probably still have it up. But, like, integrating it all into YouTube system. Something I've been meaning to do for a while. Just haven't yet. But that's something I definitely need to do. And then fix the notifications and everything as I do. But anyways, let me go just double check that real quick. But thank you. Just want to make sure it went through and everything. And that's all good. Let's see. It's going to make me have to refresh this page, isn't it? Let's see. Nope. But thank you, Brian Abel. Greatly appreciated for the donation. Okay, so what do we need here? We need double skull, because that'll kill him, so that we don't die on... Okay, never mind, she still died. Well, we're back in the exact same situation that we literally just had. In that, we're stuck having to do a kill this thing without giving him any cast kind of situation. If he gets even one cast, we lose. Simply because the tank that he'll create is too tanky for us to actually realistically kill. We might actually need to finally go and use a different team now, like some kind of Dragon's Eye team or something. Because Skull Spam is starting to kind of lose. Which kind of makes sense. This faction is really anti-Skull Spam. How we've even gotten this far with it is actually somewhat surprising. But yeah, we lost. There's no way we're winning this just with this. But you never know. Let's give it a shot. Not over till it's dead. Or at least until he gets a summon. Then we know for sure we can't win. But until he gets that summon, we can... Oh, wait, never mind. We're entangled. But we could still theoretically win this. Oh, no, we're not going to. Never mind. It's over. It's over. Retreating is... Yeah, it's over. We're entangled. He got another tank. He's still too durable, and it's not going to die. But that's that. We'll give it... I think we'll run I team for tomorrow then, for the last 3 battles, and hopefully not lose a single one. Like Dragon's Eye, something, something, something. Like Dragon's Eye, Apothecary, something, something. Not sure exactly what that'll be, but something along those lines. Oh, wait, we could get away with Megavore. We can go Dragon's Eye, Apothecary, double Megavore, right? No, we can't. Yes, we can. No, we can't. The colors are green and purple. We actually can't use Megavore. That's probably why we're not using Megavore. Because if we could, we probably would be. But no, we could still do Dragon's Eye, Apothecary. And then just figure out what other 2 we want to go. So that's probably what we'll do for the final 3 then. Or we'll see. Because, yeah, Skull Spam's starting to get way too annoying to use on that. That's for sure. Let's go use the last of our things right here. And go get these down. Oh, we got another one in the Legend. I think it's max now. Hopefully it wasn't already. Let me actually go double check Sea of Sorrows, see if we got any further. I believe we did. Let me go double check. What's the Mang team? Mang team for what? Generally, Mang teams are built around Mang into Apothecary. The specific one that we've been using for the Primal has been Mang, Mang, Apothecary, Keeper of Souls, and Queen Aurora is what we've currently been using. And you can get away with basically any version of Mang team in any game mode. Mang can solo... If you use Mang as Titan, you can solo destroy a lot of game modes. You can do the entirety of dungeons, pet battles, delves, raids, invasions, somewhat Tower of Doom, and I believe that's it. Guild Wars, it's a little bit iffy. PvP, it's not worth using because it's too slow in most situations unless you're really low level against high levels. And yeah, but yeah, basically almost every event you can use it for. It's kind of nice. What if no Queen Aurora? You can use Weaver, you can use that one Mythic that explodes 2 gems whenever you get an extra turn. If you need something very cheap, you can go with maybe like a Spirit Fox or something for some mana drain so that they don't cast on you or something like that. Let's see. Did I end up changing my Doomskull team yet? I actually didn't, though we probably will be tomorrow. I wanted to see how far we can actually go with it. And honestly, I don't know, I've kind of just been enjoying using it too much to really switch out. It's a lot of fun to use, especially since we don't really get to use it too often. It's this team. Wrath, Glaceon, Doomed Blade, and King Bloodhammer. We got all the way to this battle without losing once. We did lose on this battle, though, just because of Spirit Fox. Actually, 2 reasons. The main reason we actually lost was because this summoned a Dryad on 25% chance. If that didn't happen, we would have won the battle. But this is the only battle we've lost against so far with this team. And it was mainly because Spirit Fox one-shot into another one-shot into the extra summon that he got. But yeah, we made it all the way to floor 21 with Doom only. We actually made it almost all the way to 25 when it just basically keeps repeating itself using Doom only. So, yeah, no, I think it's still perfectly fine. We're probably switching into Dragon's Eye team, though, for tomorrow. Otherwise, we'll probably... there's one of 3 teams. We could either switch into Mank, Dragon's Eye, or probably the one I will be using is Yasmin's... whatever that Yasmin weapon is called. Just because it gives a lot of HP very quickly to the point where we won't die. It might be a little slow, but it's going to win pretty consistently. But anyways, guys, I believe that's everything. Does anyone else have any other questions or anything you want me to go over before we end out the stream? Don't forget to finish out this pet if you haven't already. Really good, or I shouldn't say really good, but it's a snowman. Actually, I didn't even wield the snowman. We'll need to go do that tomorrow. I'd even make a nice little outfit out of it, mainly because I've been using the new flower that we also just got the other day, last night. Let's see. I don't think I missed anything. But anyways, guys, thank you all so much for coming down. Oh, wait, there's one more question. Would you do Yasmin's with Ketris and Chief Stronghorn? Ketris and Chief, maybe. With Yasmin, not really. Oh, wait, never mind. You mean the Yasmin weapon, not the Yasmin, the troop. Yeah, using the Yasmin weapon with Ketris plus Stronghorn would probably work. I'm probably just using it with Ketris and building it around support. But, I think it'll be fine. Can you suggest a 1 Soul Farm team without Ferris Ra? Dragon Soul triple Azurus is the best way to go. Dragon Soul triple Azurus on first challenge Divinian Fields. Dragon Soul double Azurus Umberwolf. Dragon Soul double Azurus using Hero Class as Necromancer set as Purple Storm. And if you need something super cheap, Dragon Soul into triple Warlock. And even Valkyrie into triple Warlock, if and only if you can one-shot everything in first challenge Divinian Fields. But yeah, I would say the absolute cheapest that is worth actually using is Dragon Soul triple Warlock. Everything other than that, that would be cheaper than that. You're better off just doing Arena at that point. Even in that case, you're pretty much better off doing Arena. I think, realistically, Dragon Soul triple Azurus and Dragon Soul double Azurus with a Purple Storm of some kind is the cheapest team you can really get away with. That's more efficient than doing Arena. Otherwise, you might as well just keep spamming Arena over and over again. Divinian Field's first challenge, one of the main reasons for this is everything on this battle has the lowest durability of any first challenge. It is a little bit annoying that it has 20% dodge there, but assuming you're just doing cast damage, this is the least annoying, easiest low durability challenge in the entire game, making it a really desirable spot to soul farm off of because it has no impact on... what the battle is doesn't really matter. It just matters how quickly you can win and how quickly you can get max souls. So, yeah, generally Divinian first challenge is the best. There are a few other locations you can do if you want to change the scenery or if you want different trait stones, if you already have enough yellow-purple. But you would do this one, just because it's the most efficient place to do it out of every single possible kingdom currently. But there are a few others that if you just search around that you might want to go to instead. I believe Zolkiri even has one that is slightly weaker, but it has a mana drain on it. And obviously that mana drain can be a little bit annoying since it only takes 9 mana. And you definitely don't want that getting in the way. As a returning player from a year or plus ago, what should you focus on in terms of delves and chaos shards? Delves, ideally, if you haven't already done it, keep Crypt forever at level 20. Crypt level 20 is currently the most overpowered free resources you could ever get in this entire game. So yeah, do that if you haven't already. Though the second you've gone any further in Crypt, you've already ruined it. But if it's still at level 20, forever keep it at level 20 because it's insanely good. Other than that, the actual factions you probably want to focus on. If you already went further in Crypt, you probably want to go and finish out Crypt because it's a really good faction. It has the highest amount of resource gain of any faction. So if you're already at like level 100 crypt or something, you probably just want to go finish it out. The second best one to do would probably be, like, as far as easiest and best scoring, would probably have to be All of Guardians, just because it gives you a lot of choices. And it also kind of teaches you how to scout, because you need to like look all around to see which one's his better multiplier and all that. But I would say if Crypt isn't currently at level 20, if it's higher than level 20, then go finish out Crypt. But otherwise, keep Crypt at 20 and then go do Hall of Guardians. And then probably Sea of Sorrows, I would say. As far as where you go spend the shards, that's completely different than the order that you actually do the factions in. As far as spending your shards, I would start with All-Seeing Eye if and only if your Darkstone is below 5 stars. If your Darkstone is 5 stars or above, I would probably start with Hall of Guardians. White Helm, which is what a Hall of Guardians is associated to, is currently the highest starred kingdom in the entire game, currently being able to reach 14 stars. So you probably already have a lot of White Helm troops, and this will give you even more White Helm troops. So it'd probably be the best bet as far as what to actually upgrade. It's you can reach 10 star, 11 star, 12 star, 13 star, 14 star, or if you somehow don't have 5 star, you can very easily get 5 star out of it. It's the easiest kingdom in the entire game to get upgraded. So those are the main two I would say to focus from a resource perspective. This if you don't have 5-star Darkstone, and this if you do. And then from there, the second one you'd probably want to focus on is, well, if you did All-Seeing Eye to get 5-star, then you'd want to do Hall of Guardians. But if you started with Hall of Guardians on your shards, you'd probably want to go... Probably Crypt. Mainly because there's 2 troops in there that you would use outside the context of Delves. One is Lady Marana, if you don't have any good instant kill option. She's an okay instant kill option. And Graveseer is a empowered convert, kind of like Mercy and stuff like that. So those aren't too bad. Yeah, I hope that answers that question. But yeah, Divinian Fields is the best location for soul farming. You can do it in many other locations too. But the Divinian Fields first challenge, since the stats are so weak on it, it gives you a wider range of how high you can set the difficulty. And you generally want to set the difficulty higher if you can when soul farming, just because it gives a little bit extra. This extra is additive though, no, not multiplicit. So let's say you currently have 250,000% soul bonus. This will only make it 300,000. It will not make it 175. It would just make it 300,000. It just adds it onto whatever you already have. So do be mindful of that. But still, 25% for hard is pretty much what you should always have. Occasionally you set Warlord 1 for 50%. And ideally, if you can get away with it with your team that you're using, you want to go 50% extra stats on Warlord 2 for the 75% extra souls. Doesn't make too huge a difference, but if you're farming souls for like 10 hours to try to get a Dawnbringer or something, that can add up to be thousands upon thousands of souls and possibly even a whole hour of savings. So it's worth considering. You have to consider your team's capability of winning, like how quickly you can win relative to the extra bonus. Like, you don't want your team to be a lot slower just to do a little bit higher. You have to balance it out. But generally, if you're doing Dragon Soul, it's pretty easy to balance out, since you already know how much damage he's doing each time. It's 11 damage per cast as soon as you get him. So it's one of the other reasons why I like actually showing soul farming teams, because they're really consistent. Like, once you have a Dragon Soul farming teams run the exact same, regardless of if you're a new player or end game with everything, because Dragon Soul always does the same consistent amount of damage of 11 to everything. Yes, you should go one at a time, getting each individual delve to level 100. So let's say that you're currently delving in Hall of Guardians. You'd want to keep throwing every single treasure you have until you reach level 100 on Hall of Guardians. Then you would want to go and target out your next faction that you want to go do. Let's say it's the new one that's coming out. Let's just say there's another one right there that's coming out like in a few weeks. Boom, go to that one. But you'd want to do it one at a time. You want to get one to level 100, then move on to the next one to the 100, and basically just keep doing that. Alternatively, you don't necessarily have to go all the way to 100. You could stop at whatever gives you level 10 quality. But it's really important that you go from level 10 quality to another level 10 quality to another level 10 quality, if nothing else. Because at about level 60 to 80, depending on your luck, you'll end up having quality level 10 on each one. So that's the more important thing, I guess, more so, is to make sure you go and get quality 10 on each one of the delves that you're doing. You should never be doing any delve that has 0 quality. And you should always make sure that you finish out one delve before you go to the next. Like, you don't have to completely. Like, obviously, if you can't get to, like, level 300 or 400 or 500, I don't mean, like, complete like that. But I mean complete as in, like, getting the quality up to 10. You shouldn't just, like, midway do one and then move on to another. You should just get one completely maxed, then get another one completely maxed, and just keep going around like that. Also, you can slightly do it based on what the events are, too. Like, for example, you already know that this next event is going to be for the Primal Rift. So knowing that, you could be doing Primal Rift right now and starting to delve in here and do all that. Or maybe not necessarily delving, because you can use events to power level the delves forward. Whatever you do during events will count towards your kingdom. But basically, as far as like the horde, like now that you know that this one's going to be coming out next Tuesday, in order to have some bonuses, if you don't already have this quality upgraded, you'd probably want to start getting it to level 10 quality, just so when the Tuesday event rolls around, you'll be able to do it. And you can kind of keep doing it that way. So after this one comes around, let's say the next one's going to be like Sea of Sorrows, well then you know. Well, actually, we just had Sea of Sorrows, so it's probably not going to be that. But let's just say it's All-Seeing Eye, then you'll know next time. It's like, okay, well now I need to go get All-Seeing Eye maxed in order to be able to do the event a little bit better. But yeah, you basically just want to hop 1-to-1, getting it maxed. Is there even a team that would consistently do Warlord 4 soul farming? No. There's currently no team you need to... actually, I shouldn't say that. Yes and no. Farish Ra, triple Farish Ra Valkyrie technically can Warlord 4 it. The problem is it's not really worth it because Warlord 3 is actually way more efficient. Because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Warlord 3, triple Farish Ra, or even quad Farish Ra team if you really wanted to go that insane with it. But, it does have enough damage now to one-shot this battle on Warlord 3, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go double test it real quick. I am almost guaranteed that it does. I'm actually not 100% certain off the top of my head. Pretty sure it does these days. Have enough to one-shot everything on this battle. Except maybe the one that has 10% this week. I think they would all need to have base stats, but let me go double check. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a minus banner that gives us all that we need. I believe the minus yellow does that. So yeah, we'll go with that. Okay, so let's go with this. Warlord 3. But this would realistically be one. Also, you can do it with double Farish Ra and triple Farish Ra's. But yeah, we do have enough skull damage to... we would if he didn't have 10% stats. You can see he currently has 38 HP. Normally, he would not have that high because currently he has 10%. But assuming everything on this opposing team has no bonus, you could theoretically get away with double, triple, and quad Farish Ra for this event. Or not for this event, but, you know, just in general for soul farming. So I guess we'll Farish Ra kill. No, that's not what I should have done. I should have done that on first slot. Fail. You can see I haven't used this for a while. Let's see. So we'll go to that. Throw this down, and the skull will kill that. And dead. And as you can see, we get max capacity of souls, and we'll get absurd over 1,000 souls for what we just did. Soul Gnome! Haha! No, but we get 1,064 souls in like a minute. It's pretty nice. But, yeah, you don't need 4 Farish Ra's for that. You could do very similar with 3 Farish Ra's, and even 2 Farish Ra's probably wouldn't be horrible for it. Yeah. That's realistically the team that would be, something along the lines of that. And you would just put it on the highest difficulty where your Farish Ra can one-shot everything with skulls, and then just keep poking them one at a time. Valkyrie would be way better than Dragon Soul in that particular instance, though. Do be mindful of that. And you'd also probably set your banner to Valkyrie, not to the Farish Ra, if you were using any amount of Valkyrie. So if you're using Valkyrie, triple Farish Ra, or double Farish Ra, Valkyrie, something else, you'd want to have the banner set to Valkyrie, not to Farish Ra. Only reason I said the Farish Ra was, well, we have 4 Farish Ra's. So obviously we would set it to Farish Ra because he's the only thing on our team. When trying for pure faction, need troops mythic first? I don't know what you're asking by that. Just spend and delve until horde... Oh, no, you don't need to necessarily mythic them. The main reason you go and buy troops with shards from these things down here is you're doing them to try to get kingdom upgrades, basically. The whole point of ever spending shards is to get more troops for kingdom upgrades, because the only place you can ever get all of these troops that are available through shards is through shards. Also, legendary tasks can drop the legendaries. I actually got Lady Mirana earlier from a legendary task. But other than that, they're basically only obtainable via shards. So in order to go get them for kingdom upgrades and all that, you'll need to go and, well, accumulate a bunch of shards for them. And that's basically the whole reason of the order that you focus down every single one of these places, is you're trying to accumulate a bunch of shards that you will then go use to go and upgrade your kingdoms. And having upgrade kingdoms gives you extra stats, higher tribute, stuff like that. But yeah, that's basically the whole order and reason why you even buy these things. You don't buy them because you need the troops more often than not, unless you were like really early game and you had almost nothing. But you're mainly buying them and getting them and obtaining them and ascending them to try to get kingdom upgrades. So you can get them all the way to Mythic if you want, but only if you specifically need that for upgrades. If you can get 5-star Darkstone, for example, without upgrading them, which I don't think you do need to upgrade them for that, don't, because you just need 5 stars. That's the main thing you really need from that. And then focus on one of the other more important ones, like maybe getting White Helm to 10-star or something, which would be Hall of Guardians. Four-month player with no Fairish Raw. There's some people that go an entire year with no Mythic, so that's actually not too bad that you don't have a Fairish Raw after that long. Though if you already have Infernus, I would advise crafting it sometime in the near future if you're planning on soul farming. It helps out a great deal with trying to obtain Dawnbringer. It will greatly increase or decrease the grind time. One single Fairish Raw can literally half the time it takes to get a Dawnbringer if you were to farm all the souls with or without it. It'd basically take twice as long without a Fairish Raw. But anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading out for now. Thank you all so much for coming down. We'll be back tomorrow night, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 hours prior to now tomorrow. We're mainly just going to be doing Tower of Doom. Probably finishing out Tower of Doom for the week. Maybe messing around with a few different teams, doing the Doom Skull team a little bit more. And basically the entire stream is just going to be Tower of Doom because there's no event tomorrow because we're getting a new hero class on Friday instead of Thursday because they're doing a weekend-long hero class event because we're getting a new one. So we'll have a class event from Friday all the way until Monday reset. And we have a new Mythic this Friday too, I believe the Goblin one, which is kind of interesting, has a really high Devour rate. I'm not sure if it's actually going to be used within the context of Goblin teams. Oddly enough, it's one of the few Goblins that won't be used with Goblins. But it's still pretty nice, and it's kind of what you expected a Goblin Mythic to be. Really ridiculously strong, except not overpowered, so that's kind of nice. Or shouldn't be overpowered. It's pretty bad against anything that has immune to Devour, and it has a really high requirement to try to get 100% Devour. It does theoretically have 100% Devour, but to attack buff it enough is not really viable, especially since no Goblins realistically can attack buff. Actually, I don't think any of them even can, but maybe they'll add them in the future. But anyways, guys, I'll see y'all later. Thanks for stopping by. Have a wonderful week. And yeah, we have a lot of stuff to go over this weekend. And I'll see y'all later. Goodbye, everyone.